Well, it's goodbye to winter just about to take us out. We'd like to thank you for joining us on the last video of the winter wrap. And you can see my outsider wearing a mask here now. The reason for that is because of COVID-19. To tell us more about why my outsider is wearing the face mask, good afternoon to you and early evening. Welcome to you.
Thank you, Barry. It's good to be here, and I'm wearing this mask because it is now the policy or the instruction of head office that we must do this, and we're all on board because anything we can do to prevent the possibility or the spread of COVID is worth doing. So
And like I say, always sanitize, ladies and gentlemen. You can see that there. So if you've got enough sanitizer in your home and Glen 20 and wipes for the chairs and trays, commode chairs, please clean them well. Here's my outsider for his opening sequence.
yeah, well, look, Barry. That's a good way to start with an explanation of what we need to, why I'm looking the way I am. But I believe you were also wanting to talk about the change of season. Next week, on one day next week, we'll be starting the springtime, and we've got a pretty warm weekend coming up. So just some of the issues around what do you think happens in the change of season.
Okay, well, our mood swings can affect the change of season, like irritability, um, grumpiness, or grumpy, whatever we call it here.
Yeah.
Not our usual self, unhappy. We've got a lot of things on our mind. Here's my outsider.
Yeah, look, it's. I think there's something to it, particularly as you go into spring. Some people I think get a bit of hay fever, don't they?
They do, yes.
And that can make you a bit grumpy and a bit unwell, and so there's usually a reason to it. It's not just because we're changing from the weather does impact on our moods, I'm sure.
And like I've said, if you've got a problem, please do sort it out appropriately. Don't rant and rave. Please talk to someone if you've got an issue. And I'm sure my outsider would agree on this.
Oh, absolutely, Barry. You've got to speak up, haven't you? There's no point in letting things, keeping them on the inside and festering away or eating away at you. You should speak your mind as long as you're not being offensive in any way.
Okay, well, on Wednesday I brought up a subject about managing stress levels. So here are the tips I'd like to recap to you. Pull over to the side of the road if you're stuck in traffic. As long as you are in a safe, comfortable position out of the traffic, have a nice flask of warm tea to settle your nerves. Here's my outside.
Yeah, and I think it'd be a good idea too, Barry, if it was chamomile tea, because as we know, that settles the stomach. So yeah, look, tea is just famous the world over for people sitting down and relaxing, isn't it? With that as their drink.
And always have a flask as well of hot tea, like if you're in your car and you get bogged in the bush, don't get mad. Get out, boil the billy, have a nice cup of tea. Here's my offside.
Yeah, and just obviously you've taken precautions, you're in range, and you can call someone, hopefully the NRMA or someone like that.
And make sure that you've got enough tools to fix your car too. Here's my offside.
Yeah, look, that'd be damn annoying if you went to change a flat tire and you didn't have something to get the bolts off, wouldn't it, Baz? So yeah, that's good advice.
So please, stay calm and winter draws to a close, guys. Please do that. Here's my offside.
Yeah, well, look, it's a good start to the, well, we're not quite there yet, are we, Barry, for the start of spring, but I have to say spring is my favourite time of year because the weather doesn't tend to be as hot as summer and not as cold as winter and just somewhere in the middle there. And so it's a really beautiful time of year in Australia and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, to close our short show this evening, I would like to say, please think about the tips we've given you. Take on board the advice. Wear a mask. Take your temperature if it's anywhere above 36 degrees, guys. I've always said this on the show. Go home and get tested. Here's my offside.
Yep, can't beat that advice, Barry. You're on song again with that, mate. That's good. Yeah, so we all got to have our temperatures monitored and those sorts of things done while COVID's here.
And the time is 18 minutes to 5 here. That's it from the winter series. There will be no video tomorrow because I've got to prepare for spring, and in the spring series I will be talking about things to do that the kids and you can do during the school holidays and healthy eating, that sort of thing. And the number that we always bang on about during this time is emergency 000. Please do not ring that number unless you've got an emergency. No frivolous, stupid issues like you've got a pot burning on fire somewhere or your car won't start on pizza deliveries. Here's my outsider with his closing message about leaving 000 alone, especially with COVID happening now.
Yeah, very important in these COVID-19 times that the people who need the emergency call to put in, whether it be fire brigade or ambulance or paramedics or whatever it is, that they be able to get straight through and so that there's no nuisance callers on the line. Yeah, look, just today I was driving towards Mona Vale and I could see a lot of smoke in the district, and then I turned back the other way and I was going towards Beacon Hill and I could see some smoke coming off in Lambie. So it's, we might get an early fire season in this country. We know what's happened last year, so and early this year. So let's just be careful about that, the use of that, and only when completely necessary. I know this is something that you always bang on about, Barry, with good cause.
Because 000 is there to save my lives, like myself and my offside here. We did bring a video to you a couple of summers ago. only dial 000 in an emergency because I could be here not feeling very well and some nuisance caller is on the line. So guys, as we sail into Saturday evening now, please leave 000 alone for emergencies and keep the line free. Don't tell them something that has happened when it hasn't, because the wrong call that you make to 000 could cost someone like me or my offsider their life. And here's my offsider with his closing message before we say goodbye from the Winter Series.
Well, I'd like to wish everyone a very happy and healthy and enjoyable spring. I can't add anything more to what you've already said, Barry. You've nailed it as usual. And let's just have a lovely spring.
And daylight saving 2 is on the cards as well, and for the next show. So we'll be telling you when to put the clock forward. But on that note, it's 14 minutes to 5 o'clock. Barry Fair and Rob Doyle here. My special guest has been Rob Doyle this evening on the show, and here he is for his farewell now.
Happy springtime, everyone. Looking forward to hearing what you've got in store for us in the spring, Barry.
And lots of food and drink ideas too, and places to go with the kids with the school holidays coming up. You've been watching episode 54 now. Thanks for your company this evening, and we'll see you on the next show. And here's Rob to say goodbye now.
Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for having me here, Barry, again. See you in the springtime.
And see you in the springtime, everybody, for season 2. Well, season 3, actually. We've had summer, autumn, and winter, so lots to talk about in the spring. And this program has been brought to you today by Apple. Have a good Saturday night, everyone. Bye for now.